Jaguars Happy Hour is brought to you by Jet Home Loans. And now, a guy who's hoping to have some 60,000 less listeners to count down to kickoff this Sunday at noon, J.P. Shattuck.
And welcome in. It is Jaguars Happy Hour, our first hour presented by Jet Home Loans. We're at Hyundai Studios at the Miller Electric Center, 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com, Jaguars YouTube. Here's what's coming up, presented by Deep Eddy Vodka, handcrafted with real fruit. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags knock off the Colts 23-17 after trailing 10-0 early. Some early turnovers in the game, 2 in the red zone, 1 in the end zone. And the Jaguars defense tightened after halftime and held the running back for the Colts, Jonathan Taylor, to only 19 second-half rushing yards. The AFC South title will be decided in Week 18. A Jaguars win or tie against the Titans would secure it, or a Texans loss or tie against the Colts. They'll play at the same time, 1 o'clock on Sunday. We'll get to that coming up, of course. Keeping it real about the playoff chances in Week 18 around the National Football League. Fan questions around the NFL. A lot to get to. Former defensive end for the Jaguars, Austin Lane, in studio with me again. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Denver was fun, man. It was a good time. Got to spend the Christmas in Wisconsin, so that was an experience as well. Thoughts and prayers go out to Packers fans because they're going through it right now. I was part of that. But, yeah, great. I got back just in time to watch that Colts game live on TV and everything, and obviously it worked out pretty well for the Jaguars.
No doubt about it. Pete Briscoe, CBS Sports senior writer, with us as always from South Florida. The Jags are magic numbers down to 1, Pete.
Yeah, and you're at home against the bad Titans team, and that one should be a guaranteed lock, like I made about, 5 weeks ago when I said they'd make the playoffs, right? I'm going to take that one.
You're pretty good.
Look, they didn't play very well on Sunday, but that was a natural letdown spot. It really was. You go on the road and you beat the Broncos the way you did. You come home, you go back out and play a Colts team that was playing for nothing, eliminated, and you kind of slogged through the first part of that game. But the sign of a good team is you find a way to win those games, even when you don't play that well. And so that's the sign of a good team, and they're a good team. In a conference, in a league where everybody has flaws, this team could win it all. It could win it all. That's how crazy this season is right now. They could win the whole damn thing.
Sounds like a lock.
Well, I know it does.
No.
It kind of does.
Nice
You're
try,
leaning,
Austin.
Nice try.
leaning that direction.
You know, when you talk about the whole narrative of it was a letdown game, I always felt like that was more of a college kind of dialogue than an NFL dialogue, right? Because you're dealing with a bunch of grown men who make a lot of money, and you know what's at stake here. Like, I understand. You go to Denver, a very hostile place to play. You perform well and everything. You go to Indianapolis, and there wasn't a lot of small market talk or anything coming from the Colts, right? So maybe you didn't have that extra motivation. But to me, the only motivation you needed was you lose this game, you might lose your home playoff game, right? Because the Houston Texans are right on your heels. So I don't know if they really needed any more incentive to try to go out there and play. And I get it. It's the NFL. You're not going to always play your best brand of football, but I think there's something to be said for having that performance, which didn't look your best. You still win the game, and there's still some things to clean up on. And now you play the Tennessee Titans, which you feel like hopefully could be a get-right game at home.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Finish off with a win, celebrate the AFC South title here. There is still the outside chance that there is a chance, it's a small chance, that the Jaguars could be the number 1 or number 2 seed. If both the Broncos and the Patriots lose and the Jags win, the Jaguars would be the number 1 seed and have a bye week. The Dolphins are going to New England, so good luck with that.
Yeah, they do well in the cold weather, the Dolphins.
Yeah, you know them.
I was going to say, is it pretty cold there in New England right now, or is it like 40, 50 degrees we can work with?
Yeah, I think it was cold over the weekend. I don't know if it'll be cold this week. It's going to be colder this weekend all over the country, so maybe it'll be freezing up there.
Dang.
And then you have the Broncos playing a Chargers team. What are they playing for? They can't win the division.
Yeah.
Are you playing for seed? See, here's the thing about the seed in the AFC. You'd much rather be the 5th seed than the 6 or the 7 because you'd rather go play the 4, wouldn't you?
Yeah, whoever wins Baltimore or Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's no different than in the NFC. You'd rather be the 5 and go play Carolina or Tampa Bay. So, it'll be interesting to see how these teams play it. But if I'm the Charger, are you playing Justin Herbert this week when you know you got to play next week?
What do you have to play for?
Seed, maybe.
Maybe.
I think they can move up.
Okay.
Well, maybe the seed.
What's their record? What's their record right now? The Chargers. They got 5 losses, I think.
Yeah. Let me get to it real quick. The standings. Let's see. The LA Chargers 11-5, Houston 11-5, LA 11-5, Buffalo 11-5, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. In all likelihood, the Bills and the Texans aren't losing. The Texans are playing the Colts and Riley Leonard starting, I think, this week, and then the Bills are playing the Jets. So if you're the Chargers, do you play Justin Herbert? If you're the Bills, do you play Josh Allen? I mean, I wouldn't. But the Texans are playing for something, so they have to play their guys. So, it's just a hard week to gauge. But I don't see the Broncos losing to a Chargers team that doesn't start Justin Herbert when they're playing for the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
so
I mean, they have all the incentive.
You're probably going to be the 3 seed.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 seed. It's all right. Just getting in.
Absolutely.
In, win the division.
Now you're talking like a certain old guy that was on this show before when he talks about every game being the most important one in franchise history. And I heard the coach say that today. He referenced Tony Baselli about being the most important game in franchise history today.
Did he? Where?
In his press conference.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did, didn't he? How about that? At least he gave him credit.
This week, it might not be that far-fetched. You get a whole playoff game.
Right.
But still, let's be real. I mean, it's not the most important game in franchise history. They play 2 games to go to the Super Bowl.
True. Could be the most important lock, though, coming up if we lock the Titans.
Big.
Game. Yeah, so we'll see about that.
I mean, you're going out on a real limb when you lock this one.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to get that drive for 5. You know what I'm saying, Pete?
Have you got your hoodie yet?
I have for whatever reason, the tailor has not come by yet. I'm not sure if he's busy in the building or what, but the tailor has not contacted me. So wait to see.
You're on a roll here, and I don't know if Pete's ever had 5 locks in one season before. So
yeah,
you might be.
Well, if I locked the playoffs 6 weeks ago, that technically counts me as lock.
No. You were not going to lock the road games, Pete. You don't want to lock the game at Denver. Give me a break.
I didn't lock the Denver game, but I locked the playoffs. That's the grand finale.
Revisionist history here. That's fine. It's Jaguars Happy Hour. 1010XL, Jaguars.com, Jaguars YouTube, JP Shadrick, Austin Lane, Pete Prisco. All right, this Jaguars offense was moving the football all day. They outgained Indy. They got in the red zone early and then had the hook and lateral play that was fumbled away. And then,
what a bad call that was, by the way.
And then the Colts go down the field to score again and make it 10-0. A little later in the first half, red zone interception. And, what's going on here? And they finally kind of settled in as the game went along, kept playing, and found a way. Trevor Lawrence with 2 rushing touchdowns in this game too, Austin. And that's been a big addition to his game lately.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And listen, I don't know, sometimes I got to say this. If you're inside the 10-yard line, hey, defensive lines, let's not run games, right? Because Trevor Lawrence noticed the game, hole became open, he runs it, and easy jog to the end zone. And shout out to Trevor Lawrence for seeing that. But I'm so sick and tired of watching these defensive lines run the games inside the 10-yard line. I think we talk about that hook and ladder play too. Obviously in retrospect, wasn't a great play. I mean, if you're ETN, you got to catch that ball. And I'm not sure if that was more of a setup for me to not come in here and say, pay the man right now. That Liam Cohen might have been listening and being like, hey, let's just go ahead and run this play so Austin can shut up about paying Travis Etienne.
See, the fumble doesn't go on his record. It goes on Jacoby's record.
I was playing fantasy football, and I appreciated that, by the way. Yep, without a doubt. But at the end of the day, I mean, there was a couple decisions, right, that the fourth down we can get into later, too, that it probably wasn't Liam Cohen's best game in terms of play calling or decision making. And I got into this with my friend who was watching that game. This is more of the 4th and 1 call, the quarterback sneak, right? I think that was more of the emotional decision to say we have to get a yard, right? Like if we can't get a yard against this Colts team, then what are we doing? They don't get a yard, and it is what it is there. But I always say this: I think you're an emotional coach. You lead with emotion. When someone's talking smack about your team, you're going to highlight that. A lot of coaches don't do that. So sometimes when you go for the 4th and 1 and you say, you know what, we can get this yard, and you don't get it, live by the sword, die by the sword. Like, the thing that makes this team great with feeding off emotion sometimes can come back to bite them a little bit. And this is an example right here where I feel like you let emotion get the best of you. You think you can get a yard, you don't get a yard. And obviously the momentum then goes to the Colts right here.
Yeah, look, Liam Cohen, I praise him nonstop. I praise him on here. I praise him on our set when we do shows. I think he's in the conversation for Coach of the Year. I think he's a great play caller. But that hook and ladder play was one of the worst decisions I've seen in a long time for a play call. Look, it's not like you needed that. You were going down the field. It was first down. You didn't need to do that. And by the way, whoever said, oh, that might have scored, when you watch the All-22, there's not a chance in hell he was scoring. He might have got 5 yards on the play. So bad play call backfired. The interception in the end zone, that's the worst. Trevor Lawrence made 2 bad throws. The one that should have been intercepted and that one. And this one, if you go back and watch that play, they got 2 high safety, and Strange goes right down the middle of them, and he's wide open for a touchdown. He didn't throw it to him. And I know why. Remember, go back to the last time they played the Colts. They got a wheel route on Pratt, remember?
Yeah.
It wasn't Parker Washington, it was Etienne. And he didn't cover it very well. And that's why I think look at Strange on this play. Right in the middle. He's wide open. You got to hit that. As soon as he turns, boom, ball on you, touchdown. And he didn't do it. He threw over there. And it was just those are the only 2 really bad throws he made the whole day, though.
Well, and didn't he have that touchdown to Parker, too? It's kind of the same kind of route, the back shoulder. And I think he thought the same thing here. And here's what Trevor was thinking, right? Obviously, you can't have that interception in the end zone. That's got to be better. But anytime I see Parker Washington on Pratt, a linebacker, I like that matchup. And I think that's exactly what Trevor saw, where he's like, okay, I'm not going to worry about Strange here because we have Parker Washington, who's, I think, a hard guy to cover regardless of who it is, on a linebacker. I like our chances here, and Pratt makes a great play.
Great play.
Yeah, he's got to throw that to Strange, though. The read is Strange in the middle. And I get it. I get it because Pratt can't cover.
Right.
Yeah.
And he has coverage issues all year. But he's got to hit that one in the middle of the field. He has to. And, again, back to Liam Cohen. Bad decision there. Great. He's a great play caller, and he's done a great job with his team, but that doesn't mean we can't pick apart the things he does. I'm with you, Austin. The 4th and 1 was just a bad decision. You kick the field goal there, take the lead. And that's a really simple football.
But that's what he hasn't done that all year, Pete. He's been consistent with that.
You still got to, you know what? Dan Campbell used to not do it ever, and look where his team is now because he still doesn't do it.
But see,
at some point, you have to get to be wise with those decisions.
So, Pete, the defense, I'm just devil's advocate here, right? Jags defense was stopping the run. Jonathan Taylor had 19 second-half rushing yards. And so, and Phillip Rivers couldn't throw it past 20 yards down the field. So
what yard line were they on?
They were at the 20-something going
weren't
they?
It's a chip shot for Cam.
Yeah.
Right.
So
you got to make the field goal there.
No, it's another thing, right? If he makes it, then the Colts only have to go X number of yards now to get a field goal to tie.
Yeah.
And you throw one up and you get a pass interference penalty, or you get a guy go up and make a fit ball on a 50-50 ball, and all of a sudden you're in field goal range. It's just, to me, you kick. Your defense has played so well, you kick and make them go get points.
Nope, I absolutely agree with you. But once again, I just think it was more of an emotional kind of ego-driven, position to be in, and he thought they could get a yard. And you know what? In hindsight, wasn't a great call.
Seemed like a little longer than a yard. Too,
it was maybe 2 yards.
Yeah. Story.
Yeah.
Cleveland was a matador on the damn play. Did you see him? Play that play. You could see it on the All-22, but if we play the replay, he's Olay on the ground. It was awful what he did on that play.
But, Pete, I'm not going to fault a guy for staying true to who he is all season, and that's who Liam Cohen is. Same thing with Dan Campbell. I get this year for the Lions. It hasn't looked great. Last year, he was known for doing that, and he earned a lot of respect in that locker room. I feel like last year for the Lions, I think it's the same thing for the Jags, right? But
Austin, look, I get it. That's who you are when you're trying to be something, to build something. But look at Dan Campbell. It cost them. Their window now might be shut. And it cost him a chance against the 49ers in the playoffs 2 years ago because he was too aggressive going for it instead of kicking field goals. It cost him 2 weeks ago a chance to maybe go to the playoffs by being stubborn and not kicking a field goal.
Yeah.
And I think Liam Cohen was stubborn on Sunday. And I get it. You want to instill this character and this toughness and everything else. But at some point, you got to look at it and say, if I kick this field goal and they're not moving the football, Why in the hell would I take the lead in the fourth quarter? Well, how much time was left when he did that?
Oh, gosh, I'd have to go
No,
find it.
hey, man, I'm with you because that would have been the logical decision. But once again, this is an emotional
Okay. Ole! Woo-hoo, on the ground.
Yeah, about under 10 minutes to go. Just under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You got to take the lead.
What's going to happen, and this is going to be the question going forward, right? Where if one of those decisions will come back to bite you in the worst way possible, right? Like they end up getting away with it, right? You're playing a Colts team that can't really push the football down the field. They couldn't run the ball in the second half, so you're okay with it. What happens if you're playing the Bills in Jacksonville in a very close playoff game and you try that?
And that's what you got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
What would you do if that was a playoff game and you were playing the Bills in the exact same format, exact same flow of the game? Would you, in that scenario, would you have kicked the field goal? I guarantee you he would have kicked the field goal to take the lead in a playoff game.
We'll see. Maybe we'll get to find out coming up in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we can do that a little bit later. There you have it. We are just underway. We've got plenty ahead. We'll dig into this offensive line performance. Monheim and Little had to step in there and start at center and right guard, respectively.
One good, one not so good.
Okay, we'll break all that down coming up. And if you want customized Jags furniture for your home, check out zipchair.com and browse all customizable options. ZipChair, furniture for fans. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
Frank Frangie here. When you think of barbecue in Jacksonville, it's got to be Bono's Pit Barbecue. For over 75 years, Bono's has been smoking Jacksonville's favorite barbecue. You can find Bono's locations all around town and on game day at Everbank Stadium because Bono's is the official barbecue of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So go to bonosbarbecue.com or call their fantastic catering department at 904-332-7427. That's 904-332-7427. And remember, if you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
When it's your money, your business, or your home, you deserve a partner who sees and hears you. A partner who is by your side every step of the way. That's Ameris Bank. It's a commitment we're proud to make, and one we back up by providing financial solutions to empower you. Because at the end of the day, we are dedicated advocates for you. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Before you break ground on any project, make sure to call 811 before you dig. Sunshine 811 is a free service to have underground utility lines marked before digging. For projects of all sizes, creating a game plan can save you time and money. Skipping the call could mean accidentally hitting underground utility lines, which can lead to injuries, expensive repairs, fines, and even service outages in your neighborhood. Let's keep everyone safe. Dial or click ahead. Find out more at peoplesgas.com/811.
Again, like that's the same message from Arizona that like I'd like to be able to close the game out on our terms offensively, and for us to take the necessary steps offensively, we've got to be able to gain a freaking yard, and that's a little agitating, and I'm frustrated with myself because you're like, okay, they were struggling. Defense had momentum a little bit there. Hindsight, maybe kick it, force them to be a little bit more aggressive, and knowing that they were struggling to push it down the field a little bit there. But I'm probably, I want to teach these guys how to go finish the game on the offense's terms.
That's the head coach Liam Cohen on not kicking the field goal. They had another chance and then ended up kicking the field goal to go ahead by 3 in the fourth quarter.
He's second-guessing himself.
Right? It seemed like it there. Pete Briscoe, Austin Lane, I'm JP
we're
Shattuck.
influencing him.
He's listening. Somebody down the hall is listening. Huh? Okay.
I mean, look, you give him all the praise in the world. When he deserves the praise, you give it to him. Mm-hmm. But in those two situations, I did not like the call. I'm going to call it like it is.
Another one at the end of the game when they had the neutral zone infraction. That one makes sense though if you really go look at it, right.
Because they would have used it. It was timeouts. They wanted them to use the timeouts, and so you decline it. You get the first. Now the risk there is if you don't get the first down. Because you had it was 2 plays, right? It was second. It would have been second. It was second and 1.
So then second and 2, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Second and 2, they declined it. He jumped off sides.
Mm-hmm. No, second and 1. You're right. Second and 1. You're right. It was a 9-yard run for 18 on first down. Second and 1 declined.
So then you go for it, but if you don't get it on the next 2 plays, there's the risk there.
Yeah, and the ETN goes for no gain on the second down snap. Timeout Andy at 2:15. And then Lawrence right in for 3 yards, but an illegal shift. How about that? Rearing its head again.
Yep.
Forces it back, and then a false start. So it's
and
third and 10.
It's 3rd and 11.
That was a collapse.
And then he threw that. Luckily, Jacoby Myers made the play over there.
9 yards.
And then he went for it again.
Then they got the 4th and 1 that time, the 3-yard run from Lawrence.
And what yard line was that on?
4th and 1 at the Indy 39. So it was a long field goal.
Yeah, that one's because you don't punt there.
No, there's no man's land. They had to do it.
Right. Yeah. They had to do that. That one they had to do.
Yeah. And that was a good decision, too. Like, Trevor saw him crowd the A and B gap, so just kind of went around to the C. Like, I wasn't mad at that.
And it wasn't like Rivers was going to throw 160 yards down the field to beat you. I mean,
bring the bullpen. Had to bring in the righty, man, with Riley.
But, so, look, again, I get it. You want to be aggressive. You want to prove to people your team can get a yard. But the reality is you should have kicked the field goal. And by the way, if you get that yard with 10 minutes to go in the game, you're not closing out the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You still got, if you're going to go get a touchdown, you still got to go get 30 yards or whatever it was. And if you don't get it, then they got the ball right there. To me, I had to take the lead in that situation. I'm just a big believer. You put the pressure, and that's what he's talking about when he's second-guessing himself. You put the pressure on them, who's done nothing on offense, to go get a field goal just to tie you.
But his other point is, it's a yard. Get the yard.
And Pete, he's the offensive play caller, man. Like, this is where the ego comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's a new era.
You talk to any kind of offensive play caller, coordinator, coaches alike. Like, we can get a yard easily.
Come on. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
Get the yard.
But like you said, it was longer than a yard anyway.
It was a little longer than a yard. It was a little yard.
Yard and 3/4?
Like I always say when I talk about analytics, yards are different now. If you're inside the yard line, it's a lot longer than it is when it's an inch.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. No doubt about that. Offensive line. Speaking of trying to get a yard, I mean, they had 2 backups playing. The center, Monheim, got the start for Hainsey, and then Walker Little played at right guard for McCary. So how'd they do?
So go ahead, Pete. I'll let you go first.
I'll say Monheim, there was no drop-off, I didn't think. I thought he was really good. He played square. He played tough. He held up in pass protection. He got out in the run game. Walker Little, not so good.
Yeah,
he had some struggles in both pass protection and in the run game. That was an issue. I thought the way the line played across the board, Van Lanen was good again. Harrison, despite being sick, played well again. The left guard had some moments where he was awful. Mm-hmm. And so if I had to rank the offensive linemen the way I saw them on the tape, Van Lanen and Harrison were really close together. Monheim was probably number 3. The left guard was probably number 4. and the right guard was number 5.
So this is the problem with Cole Van Lanen, because you see a guy like that and think, okay, well, he's an offensive lineman. He can play any spot. And you think the same thing for like a Walker Little then. And it's apparent that Walker Little's having problems at guard, right? Like he's not a Cole Van Lanen where, hey, go play guard, go play tackle, go play center maybe. Like, Van Lanen can do it all. You get this sense, and I get that he's still trying to grow into the position because he hasn't played it in a while. But you get the sense that Walker Little's having a little problem right now, I think, playing that guard position. Because there was a couple times yesterday where it wasn't that good.
I mean, do you put Milam in there next if McCary's not ready?
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about that because this week, who plays in the middle of that defense for the Titans?
Simmons.
That guy's been all world all year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a problem. And I don't think he can handle him. I really don't. Milam might battle him. Milam's feisty. Even on those snaps, he goes in as the extra tackle. If you look at him, he tries to hit somebody all the time and take shots. Mm-hmm. He's feisty. I don't know if he won't handle him either. Remember, Milam went in and actually matched up well with him a couple times in that game the first time around. Mm-hmm. So would I play Milam? Probably. Walker Little wasn't good. I mean, Walker Little was okay when he went in at Denver, but he wasn't good at all on Sunday. Not at all. I mean, he was overwhelmed at times. And here's another thing about it. And Austin, tell me if you agree with me on this. Mm-hmm. When teams use stunts on Jacksonville's offensive line, they have all kinds of problems.
Correct. That's what the Broncos did. And then obviously with Indy, but you know what Indy was going to do? Like Indy they blitz a lot, but they had the great job of everyone's on the line of scrimmage. Sometimes they drop guys back. Sometimes they send everybody. And that Jaguars offensive line just seemed to have some communication issues or, passing the guys off and everything. And it can be a combination of things, right? It can be a lack of communication. It can be not playing together, not gelling well together. And I think, once again, a lot of that has to do with Walker Little. I just feel like isn't the most comfortable right now playing that guard position.
Yeah, you would think that Monheim would have been the problem, but he wasn't. Mm-hmm. I didn't think there was a significant drop-off between him and Hainsey.
So, yeah, I'll say that, but also, too, in terms of, Trevor getting hit and everything and getting some pressure in the backfield, also the running backs as well. There's a couple times ETN,
missed. He whiffed on Franklin on one on one of those.
I thought Allen did okay when he was asked.
That might have been the throw to was that the Thomas throw that he got beat on, that he would have had a tick longer to throw it? The one where he missed him on the sideline.
Yeah. That might have been
I think that's – yeah. There were just a couple plays where the running backs didn't even Allen one time, who's really good in blitz protection, got run by. He hit the guy, but he kind of ran by him a little bit. They weren't as good on Sunday with that.
Yeah. Quarterback got hit 7 times in the game yesterday, a couple sacks. Mm-hmm. But as we said, they had some issues in the passing game at times, a couple bad throws, an interception. But the running game for Trevor Lawrence was big. 2 rushing touchdowns for the quarterback. We've got plenty ahead. We've got to get into the defense and what they did against Jonathan Taylor.
Second half adjustments were huge.
Huge. Mm-hmm. We'll dig into all that when we return. We're on 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com, and Jaguars YouTube. And this is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you ready to love how you feel, look, and live in every season? At Elase, we offer more than just luxury med spa treatments. We provide a serene, judgment-free space where you can reconnect with the best version of you. Whether you want to refresh your natural look with Botox or Dysport, pamper yourself with a relaxing hydrofacial, or rejuvenate your complexion with laser resurfacing, our expert team in Jacksonville is here to tailor treatments to your needs. Visit Elase.com today and start your journey to loving yourself.
Hey, Jags fans, stop dreaming of creating your game day fan cave and build the Jaguars den of your dreams with ZipChair. When it comes to maximum comfort, ZipChair.com is the only place for officially licensed Jaguars recliners, sofas, bar stools, office and gaming chairs, all featuring high-quality embroidered Jags logos. Crack open a few cold ones in the comfort of a Zip Chair and make your home the place to be on game day. Head over to ZipChair.com and save 20% today. Use code JagsRadio at checkout. ZipChair.com, furniture for fans.
Jacksonville Builders score big with DL Cabinetry. As the official cabinet supplier of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they offer top-quality kitchen and bathroom cabinetry for any project. Enjoy fast turnaround, complimentary design, and great prices. Visit dlcabinetry.com today to learn more and to become a dealer. Limited spots available. DL Cabinetry, the winning choice for builders.
I'm Foye Lewican from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Driving distracted or under the influence is dangerous for you, and it's dangerous for everyone on the road around you. Ride with Do Not Disturb. That call, text, or social media message can wait. Choose your music before you turn the ignition. Anytime your eyes are not on the road ahead, you're distracted, so pay attention. Remember, drive high equals DUI. Plan ahead. Have a designated driver or get a ride home. Keep a clear head to see clear ahead, and let's get everyone home safely.
You know, that's the warrior mentality we've been talking about for quite some time since Houston, was getting the job done regardless of the circumstances and regardless of, you know, guys being at 100% or, you know, the amount of people we had sick during the week or the amount of guys playing in different spots they hadn't played or whatever it is, and getting the job done regardless. That's what I'm proud of.
Liam Cohen earlier today on a Zoom call with the media, and welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans. We're at the Hyundai Studios, the Miller Electric Center on 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com, Jaguars YouTube, JP Shadrick, Austin Lane, and Pete Prisco. Warrior mentality. The Jaguars down by 10. A lot of moving parts, things happening, and a comeback victory on the road in Indy. The defense was a big piece of that. They stiffened up at halftime. After halftime, Jonathan Taylor had only 19 yards rushing on, 7 carries in the second half, 21 for 70 on the day for Taylor. Priority number one was that. Once they plugged that, they knew Phillip Rivers wasn't going to throw it deep.
No, without a doubt. And credit here, because to me, the X factor yesterday, and I get he got reached a couple times on some tosses and everything, but Trayvon Walker in that second half was the X factor. Because I don't know if this was a Campanelli scheme call, but in the second half, you saw, okay, well, they're going to rely on Jonathan Taylor. No kidding, right? One of the best running backs in the game. So the Jaguars countered with that because I don't think they liked what they saw in the first half in terms of Taylor being able to run between the tackles and everything. Interior defensive line was getting pushed. They moved Trayvon Walker down to a 4-eye, meaning essentially he's kind of head up on the tackle, and then they bring in Dennis Gardeck to try to play that outside edge, if you will. Now, the reason I call Trayvon Walker an X factor was because out of those formations, when it looks like it's going to be a run and you're setting to the strong side, there'd be sometimes there'd be a pass play. And if it was a pass play, then Gardeck would actually leave his defensive end responsibilities, go into coverage, and then Trayvon Walker would have to try to work outside and be a defensive end. So if it was a run play, Trayvon Walker's going inside, almost kind of like a 3 technique. If it was a pass play, he had to work outside and be a defensive end. So they put a lot on Trayvon Walker's plate in that second half, and it was all predicated, obviously, of stopping the run of Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he played well. I thought he played well on Sunday. Excuse me. They also use a lot of 3 safety looks on Sunday. Mm-hmm. You know, if you look at the snap counts for those 3 safeties, I think they all played 40 snaps, if I'm not mistaken, at least. Murray, Wingard, and Antonio Johnson.
So I'll look at it right now, Pete, since you brought it up.
I think they did, all of them.
Yeah, Murray was 53 snaps. That's 93% of them at safety. Wingard, 77%, 44 snaps. Antonio Johnson, 68%, 39 snaps.
So, yeah, they were all roughly 40 snaps. So they used a lot of 3 safety looks on Sunday, too. It changed things up a little bit. And Antonio Johnson's been much improved. You got to give him credit where credit's due. He's improved greatly as a football player. That's coaching, because he's much better than he was a year ago. And he's better near the line of scrimmage. I think he does a lot of good things near the line of scrimmage. He can cover there. You play him like a linebacker in those situations, weak side linebacker, and he played well. One thing two guys need praise. Again, I'm going to give it to him again. Monteric Brown, I mean, the guy just competes. He's the defensive version of Parker Washington. That's what he is.
Yeah.
You look at him and you go, not big, not fast, just tough, good football player. Now, when he made that play on the Downs crosser, I was thinking, oh, no. Because Downs crossing the field in a one-on-one man-to-man situation with Monteric Brown is not a matchup the Jaguars want. And he made the play. And it was a little behind him, but he made the play. And I think that's what you're getting at him. He was one of their better players on Sunday. Jerrion Jones has taken his game up. And you can see it the way he's playing. It's almost like his swagger is important to the defense now. And I've been around teams where you saw a young guy that didn't quite believe in himself, make some plays, starts getting an attitude, getting a little cocky, and they need it. And that's who he is right now. And I think that's a good thing for that defense, particularly with no Jordan Lewis.
Oh, yeah, and he's done for the year, so those guys have to step up. Monteric Brown got credit for only 2 passes defense. He was involved in at least a couple more plays, it felt like, but just didn't get his hand officially on the football. And, of course, the interception from Jerrion Jones jumping the route there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were trying to pick on Brown all day, and I thought he did a great job of answering that call and answering that challenge. So props to him, because obviously when you lose Lewis, that's a big loss, not only on the field, but also I think what it means in the locker room, just kind of being one of those vocal leaders. So guys got to step up, and I think for the most part, guys stepped up yesterday.
The other thing is, though, it's pretty easy to play quarterback when there's a force field at 25 yards where the ball ain't going to go through it.
And this is something I want to bring up as well, because if you go back to the first half.
Watching Star Wars or something, like some force field.
That's a joke. When I always make that joke, there's a force field that when it stops every pass from getting through it.
So I was a little surprised yesterday for those first couple opening drives for the Colts, how the Jags defense, and this has been their identity, their MO all year, was bend, don't break, right? Don't give up the big plays. They were playing kind of far back a little bit, I felt like, on Phillip Rivers, and I think giving him a little too much respect in terms of that arm, because, I mean, listen, I understand it's a Disney story. You had all the kids in the stands. You had the high school football team in the stands. Very emotional element added to it. The guy couldn't throw over 30 yards, right? So I was a little surprised that they started out, kind of respecting his arm so much, where it's like, okay, let's not get beat deep, and let's just put everything in front of us.
They blitzed more in the second half, too. That they did do that more. So, look, Campanelli's a good football coach. He adjusted well. He's adjusted well all year. But it's a lot easier to play defense when you're trying to stop Jonathan Taylor and Phillip Rivers can't throw it down the field. I mean, that makes it a lot easier on you. But they did do a good job in the second half, particularly on Jonathan Taylor.
Certainly did. And they've been doing it all year.
How? That's the question. Right? Again, it goes back to what I always say. The sum of the parts is better than the parts. That's basically what it is. That on defense especially.
As they always say, everybody's doing their 111th, Pete, and doing their job. And not getting out of their gap.
Who wasn't doing their job because he didn't play? Mason Smith.
Yeah.
That's a healthy scratch.
Yes, it is. Yes,
that's not a good thing.
No, not at all. I mean, this is a guy that I had a lot of hope for in training camp. Everyone was saying how hard he was working and everything, and I thought he might have been even sprinkled as the starter over Eric Armstead, because Eric Armstead was kind of battling some things too in training camp, and now, unfortunately, he's kind of an afterthought.
Matt Dickerson's the starter.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that.
On what is 7th different team in 8 years or something?
7th different team and 2 hands he's working with right now too, which is great.
That helps.
It helps having 2 hands.
But I mean, so their rotation at defensive tackle is Hamilton, Dickerson, Armstead, and Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so. Of those guys, how many did they count on before the season started?
Right? No, you're right, Pete.
Armstead, and Hamilton. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And they made the deal for Saunders and got rid of him. Remember?
And then, he barely played. I think he was active one game.
You know who didn't play? Smoot didn't play a bunch on Sunday.
Smoot played 19% of the snaps, 11 of them on defense.
Yeah. That's not very much.
Ogba played 16%, 9 snaps.
Well, because they played the way you're talking about, Austin. They played with
How much was Dennis Gardeck in? Because obviously it's more second half. But I'm curious to see how long they're in that.
Dennis Gardeck, 28%, 16 snaps.
16 snaps. Okay. Yeah, and once again, you want to say like everyone doing like their 1/11th of the job. Yeah. Well, Trayvon Walker's doing 2/11ths because you're essentially asking him to play. He's really playing two positions. He's playing a 3 technique in the run. He's playing defensive end in the pass game. Like, not every guy can do that. It shows the versatility of Trayvon Walker.
Did they? What's the outlook on Strigal? They said because they need him. Believe it or not, they need that guy back.
He's been a good player. I think they're just still being patient with it. I don't think he's done for the year.
Now you can look to the postseason.
Yeah.
You want him back for the postseason.
Yeah, because they got other guys that can play right now. So
think about that sentence for a second. The Jaguars need Danny Strigal back for the postseason. If you had said that in August, people would have laughed. They would have thought you were crazy.
The undrafted rookie from, where is he, Minnesota?
But not just that they're in the postseason.
Right. And I think they really like him.
Hey, they need Danny Strigal back for their game they're hosting in the playoffs in 2 weeks. Right. What are we doing?
Teams are averaging 5 yards a carry. Let's get Danny Strigal back in there.
Yeah. Wait until the divisional round and get him back and see what happens after the bye week in the playoffs. What? Crazy? Lost your mind? All right. Hey, we'll come back in a moment. Microsoft Copilot just for you, Austin.
There we go.
Can't wait.
There we go.
And it's
you know what? I'm really concerned that you're not asking tough enough questions.
I got a good one today.
Okay.
Large market questions today. Large market questions.
This does involve a large market.
Let's go.
In fact. We're back in a moment. And from the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. Ford, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. See your local Ford dealer today. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today. Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
Jaguars fans, it's time to show up and show out. Get game day ready with fresh gear from Fanatics. Rock your teal and black with the new Sideline collection, head-turning headwear, and exclusive drops you won't find anywhere else. Visit any of our 11 convenient locations throughout the stadium and rep your Jags in style. The Jaguars Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience.
Game day means it's time to get loud, get proud, and get real. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Deep Eddy Vodka brings real flavor made with real ingredients to every tailgate, watch party, and post-game toast. Handcrafted in small batches in Austin, Texas, Deep Eddy Vodka is distilled 10 times and is made with purified Texas water, real fruit juice, and pure cane sugar. Wherever you're cheering on the Jaguars, make every moment a real one with Deep Eddy Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Please stay drink responsibly. Deep Eddy Vodka is a product of Deep Eddy Distilling Company, Austin, Texas. 35 to 40% alcohol by volume, distilled from corn.
Jaguars fans, are you ready to beat the heat? All season long, head to Mr. Chubby's Wings in Ponte Vedra Beach, Fleming Island, and the West Side to cheer on your Jags. And here's the game-changing play. Order the Beat the Heat Special, which includes 12 of the best wings in town, and score a free milkshake or ice-cold milk in the Jaguars Souvenir Cup. Thanks to our friends at Florida Dairy Farmers. Fuel up, cool down, and celebrate your Jaguars with Mr. Chubby's Wings and Florida Dairy Farmers, the ultimate game day team.
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors before the new year? During Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one, get one 40% off. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to say yes. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends December 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
I'll just say we have all the confidence in ourselves that when we play well and we execute, we can beat anybody. So, and that's all you can ask for. Who cares? Who thinks who's the best team? This, that. We'll get to prove it. Come next week, first of all, and then in the playoffs. We'll all get our shot at one another, and you keep winning, you keep playing. So, don't really have an answer for that, but I know we have a lot of confidence in our locker room.
That is Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars quarterback. Had his streak of 5 straight games with 2 or more passing touchdowns snapped in Week 17, but he added 2 rushing scores. And now it's the 6th time in his career he's had 2 rushing touchdowns in a single game. And now 35 total touchdowns this year for Lawrence. 3rd most in the NFL this year. 2nd most in Jaguars history, trailing only Blake Bortles, 2015, with 37 total touchdowns. That's the most in Jags history. Time now to go to Microsoft Copilot, our weekly question of Microsoft Copilot. And it has to do with defense. The Jaguars are doing pretty well on defense this year, and certainly in the takeaway department. What is the NFL record for takeaways in a single season? Just curious about that, and we're doing a little bit of work. The all-time record for takeaways in a single season is 67, set by the 1935 Chicago Bears. Imagine that. Check out Microsoft Copilot for more. That's quite a prolific season in 1935 at Soldier Field.
Well, I covered that team.
No, I'm excuse me. That's probably at Wrigley Field, man. They weren't at Soldier Field yet.
No.
Man.
Shout out to Microsoft Copilot for being cool with the 67 too. I mean, I wonder if that was a little added thing with the kids and the youth.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
35, huh? Wow. Pete, you were around then? Hanging out?
Yeah, I don't even think my dad was around then. Close.
Jacksonville with 30 this season, 2nd most in the NFL, trailing 32 of Chicago. Not going to get to 67 this year.
Not even close. Not even close.
How does that even?
It's pretty amazing. That's an amazing number,
right?
Particularly in an era where you didn't throw the ball that much.
I was just gonna say, I feel like they're running the wishbone and everything. What are you doing, getting 6-7 turnovers? Wow!
And they lost 4 games and tied 2 that year too somehow.
I mean, the ball was like a piece of leather, though. I mean, it was hard to carry it and hold it.
Right.
I mean, you ever go back and look at the old ball? I mean, I know these are all leather now, but they're nice, smooth leather. Back then, it was like rough.
Oh yeah. They weren't wearing helmets, so.
Right. I mean, Wrigley Field's a cow pasture probably at that point, too. That's kind of what it is.
Hold on to the damn ball!
Right. Oh, man. All right, so special teams yesterday.
Bad.
Well, the kicker was good. He made 3 field goals in the
well,
second half.
He's always good.
And the punter
except
was
early
good.
in the year.
Punter was good.
Huh?
Net of 62.
The punter was good, but the coverage was terrible.
The kickoff coverage was not good.
So I'm waiting for the Liam Cohen press conference to ask what the Tennessee Titans do good, so we can say special teams again.
Special teams.
But
they do.
Listen, I'm not a special teams coach, but if I'm the Jaguars right now, I'm kicking it to the end zone in terms of DK. Because if one guy's going to beat you, I feel like it can be him, and you don't want to give up a long run to him. So
I'm with you. I'm with you. Just kick the damn ball out of the end zone and put the ball in the 35 and go from there.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be, maybe. And
I mean, when they're returning it to where every time? I mean, their average field position yesterday was what, 40?
Oh yeah, they had the long ones. Yeah, might as well just kick it out, give them the 35, be done with it, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and how is that around the league, Pete? Overall, kickoff coverage.
It's been not as good because it's first off you got to hit the target, you got to wait till the ball gets caught, and it's just I think it's hokey and corny, but I get why they're doing it. I mean, you got a kicker that's got to aim for the landing area, and if he doesn't hit it, then you get penalized. I mean, just give me a break. That's why I'm with you, Austin. Just put the damn ball out of the back of the end zone and go play football.
But for the record, it's because they want more points, right? Pete, like more scoring.
They want more,
like
they want more action.
Yeah, more action on the kickoff, and not just.
Okay.
I mean, really, that's the force more returns because they thought that was
safer,
a dead play.
and safer.
Right, and safer. Yes.
Yeah.
But one of the Super Bowls didn't even have like a return at all a couple years ago. Wasn't that a piece of it? They were all touchbacks or something.
Yeah. But so what? I hate the kickoff anyways. Just go play football.
And especially player safety being at the forefront. Go ahead and have 18 games coming up pretty soon. Then great.
That's true.
Playing Saturday and Thursdays and Christmas. Why not?
There's not much better than having that football on the tee and all 10 guys lined up around the kicker and they can go. Sprint
I
down
saw
the
the other
field.
day that
that's fun.
And the 2 Super Bowls, I think from now is going to be on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Going to be a lot of upset women.
The day. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the day.
Gosh.
They're gonna drag this thing year round. You're gonna play football year round. We're all gonna,
There's gonna be a spring cup or something
year round and worldwide. I mean, they're gonna expand those too.
And I get. Here's what they're trying. I've said this for a long time. They expand, get one more week, then they move the date to after President's Day or whenever, and I think it's even into mid-February. They'll move the combine to March. The owners' meetings will be in the beginning of April, then the draft at the end of April, then May, then June. The only month you don't own is June. It's the only one, and you have mini camps in June, so you can still own part of that too.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be no month where it's dark, none.
Most of July before training camp.
Mm-hmm.
But training camps now open up like July 20th around the league in some places. So every month the NFL is king. Every month.
They're taking over every holiday, too.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
Somebody said to me we were doing our stuff on Christmas because we were in the studio, and they were doing part NBA stuff before us. And Avery Johnson, who used to coach and play in the NBA, was talking about how the NBA is taking back Christmas Day. No, you're not.
I'd love to see the ratings this year.
No,
just
you're not.
the 2 games that
not.
were trash early, and I mean, how they rated compared to the NBA games. Even still, with like the Dallas Commanders game, like they're both out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's still Dallas. People watch it.
See, to me,
it's still football.
Yes.
It's still football. It's hard on Christmas, though. Like, I get Thanksgiving. Everyone's just, you get your food. You sit on the couch with your family. Like, Christmas, like, you got to go traveling. Like, there's a lot of things going on to try to keep up with football, I feel like. Especially 3 games on Christmas, though.
You eat, you sit, you watch. I have no problem with it.
What else? You want to watch some Christmas movie or something instead?
I'll watch Die Hard. Why not, man? Watch Die Hard.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No, that one. Come on, man.
Every
It's too
time a
depressing.
bell rings,
I don't need
an angel gets its wings. Austin.
I saw that once, and I'm all set with It's a Wonderful Life. I get it.
JP,
Times
by the
get tough.
way, to hear you, what are you doing? What game are you doing? You doing Tampa this week?
I'm doing Tampa this week. Yeah, Carolina at Tampa.
Big game.
Saturday, 4:30. Mike Mayock will be with me. That'll be fun.
You and Mike Mayock. What's one? I'm JP Shadrick here. We're in Tampa, where the Carolina Panthers take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's a pretty good impression, Pete. Wow. You should start doing voiceovers for us. How about that?
Because I hear JP, like, I'll be driving sometime in the car, like if I'm in studio and I'm going home after I do something and JP comes on, I'll hear him. Like on Thanksgiving, I hear you, whatever. Yeah, I hear you.
The NFC South Championship on the line.
There we
Raymond
go,
James
man.
Stadium, Tampa.
I can't wait, man, because I just got the XM subscription,
I
too.
know. If the Falcons win both, then
If the Falcons win tonight, you can't say that's a win and
right.
get in game.
That's right, because if the Falcons win both and there's a 3-way tie for 8 and 9, that means Carolina
gets in, yeah,
because of the head-to-head round robin record.
Wait, okay, so if the Falcons win tonight, Carolina's in.
No, Falcons have to win 2.
2,
Tonight
okay,
and next
gotcha.
And then Carolina's got to win.
So even if
Tampa wins,
if Tampa
Carolina
wins,
would
Carolina would go.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So
and then one of these teams are getting a home game, by the way, in the playoffs?
Yes, correct.
Cool. Okay.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yeah, it won't be the Falcons. They're out, but they could affect the other. The way
But I don't think they're beating the Rams tonight. Do you?
Oh, come on. No. Because the Rams are still playing for a bunch too, right? I mean,
they could still get a better seed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't.
Yeah,
the Falcons stink, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll wait till you break it down later. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah,
but
we're going to do that.
Yeah,
but still,
one of my favorite parts of the show.
Tampa Bay or Carolina will be hosting a playoff game. So if you're the 5th seed, you'd rather be the 5 seed than you don't want to be the 6 or the 7.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. You're the Packers. You're the 7th seed. You're going to Chicago probably or Philly. But how about, okay, here's one for you. If you're the Rams, that's why the Rams are going to play, because the Rams are 6. You could have a Rams-Eagles first-round game. That might be 2 of the better teams in the NFC.
It's got to be in Philly, too. Yeah.
Go ahead and knock them out.
So if you're the Rams, you got to play to try and get the 5 seed.
That would be nice if they played, knock out one really good team, and then once the Super Bowl comes along in Santa Clara, it kind of evens, gets some of those good NFC teams out of the mix.
Yep.
By the way, I was thinking about this the other day. I was talking with somebody. It would be so fitting if Jacksonville ended up playing a Super Bowl in California. What would it be, 15 Jaguar fans at that game?
I doubt it. No, it'd be more than that. They'd go.
Come on, man.
They'd go.
They would load the cars up and they would leave like the week before and get there.
It'd be like tumbleweeds in this town for about 5 days. But we'll
you
see.
would have so many people who haven't gone to a game in years acting like they're the diehard Jaguar fans to go out.
And asking you for tickets too. Right? Oh, okay.
They would be America's team, man.
And the saddest thing is the true diehard fans, the Bold City Brigade and those guys, they would go too, but a lot of them might not be able to go because the Johnny-come-lately foo-foo and wine crowd would go.
Hey, if they go, they'd be America's team, man. America loves an underdog.
I love that. Who said they'd be an underdog, by the way? That's another.
And by the way,
that's a good
here's
point.
the other part of it.
Hurry up.
Panthers, Jaguars, here we go.
They don't want them there.
Oh,
the NFL doesn't want them there.
Oh, hey, you know what? It's too bad. Too bad. We're back in a moment.
I agree. Go get there and then make them pay for it.
Of the program is coming up next. This Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
It's game time, Jaguars fans. This season, feed your fandom with the Jaguar sub from Publix, the official supermarket of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow! Sink your teeth into crispy chicken tenders, boar's head bacon, melted cheddar, sweet coleslaw, and smoky barbecue mayo, all stacked on a fresh white roll. Taste the hype only at Jacksonville Publix locations. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors before the new year? During Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one, get one 40% off. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to say yes. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends December 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Watch the game, host your crew, or just unwind at BC Grill and Patio at Sheridan Jacksonville, part of the Marriott family of hotels. Enjoy craft cocktails, tasty bites, and indoor-outdoor seating perfect for watch parties, happy hours, and events. Mention this radio ad for 10% off food and drinks. Visit SheridanJacksonville.com or call 904-564-4772.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Jaguars tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Jaguars.
Guys, so proud of you. Those games are never easy, man. Those games are never easy. Going on the road, in the division, all that doesn't matter. You guys just step up and continue to win. Continue to win. That's all that matters, man. Continue to win and find ways to win. That's what it's about.
Head coach Liam Cohen in the locker room after the win in Indianapolis yesterday in Week 17. Welcome back. It is Hour 2 of Jaguars Happy Hour, presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings before the game, after the game, and during the game. We're on 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com, Jaguars YouTube. JP Shadrick with you. And here's the opening drive for Hour 2, presented by Target Zero. Let's get everyone home safely. Jaguars win their 7th consecutive game, 23-17, the final over the Indianapolis Colts, who had been officially eliminated on Saturday. The Jaguars now 8-1 since the Week 8 bye. Trevor Lawrence threw an interception, nearly 2 of them, but he ran for 2 touchdowns for the 6th time in his career. The Jaguars defense shut down the Colts running attack, only 19 yards for Jonathan Taylor of the Colts in the second half. And now it sets up a Week 18 where the AFC South title is on the line. A Jaguars win or tie against the Titans, or a Texans loss or tie against the Colts gives the Jaguars their 5th division title in franchise history. The Jaguars are still alive for the number 1 or number 2 seed. If both the Patriots and Broncos lose and the Jags win, the Jags are number 1. If only one of those teams lose and the Jags win, the Jags are the number 2, currently the number 3 seed. And the Tennessee Titans are coming to town in Week 18, 1 o'clock kickoff time, same time as the Houston game. The NFL has to schedule them out, likes to schedule them out at the same time, so nothing's decided before the second game, then you sit people down. So Austin Lane with me here in studio in Jacksonville. Pete Prisco down in South Florida. This Jags team's rolling right now, Austin.
It's rolling. And one guy I wanted to mention, too, we haven't given a lot of credit to on this Jaguars offense is Brenton Strange. You're talking about a guy now who, we talk about Trevor Lawrence getting the keys to the offense. They're starting to give Brenton Strange a lot more as well, whether it's now that they split him out, almost like as a wide receiver. They give him option routes, meaning like, hey, whatever you see in front of you, just get to the open spot and Trevor will get it to you there. And I get it. It's definitely an offense where you got to feed Myers. You got to throw Brian Thomas Jr. the ball every once in a while. Parker Washington needs his targets. But if you put Brenton Strange on a team like the Kansas City Chiefs or like the Las Vegas Raiders, this guy would probably be the top tight end in the league right now, just because I think his ability, and you saw it yesterday a little bit, they try to put a corner on him sometimes, and then when they used to blitz, wasn't working. They put a linebacker on him, they're too slow. So I thought Brenton Strange in this offense, it's starting to evolve a little more. They're starting to use him a little more, and the guy can do it all.
Yeah, he's a big-time blocker in the run game, too. Mm-hmm. We know that.
Yeah,
He's a really good all-around tight end. I don't know if he's the best tight end in the league, but he's in the conversation to the top 5, I can tell you that. Mm-hmm. He's really good. Quickly on Brian Thomas Jr. Drop. That's a drop. Mm-hmm. You got to catch that.
He had 2 of them, I think.
And then the one down the sideline, he kind of looked like he let up a little bit when he was looking back for the ball. You got to keep running through that. It wasn't a great throw by Trevor, but you got to run through that.
Hey, why is he double clutch balls all the time?
I don't know. I don't get it.
People say it's weak hands, right? Like that's kind of, I think, like the low hanging fruit is he doesn't have strong hands. So like the ball's always kind of bobbling in his hands when he first makes contact with it.
And then Johnny Munt dropped one too.
Yeah.
He should have caught that. You got to catch that.
And I'll say this about Brian Thomas Jr. because right now he almost seems like the third option on this team as a wide receiver because you have Jacoby Myers and you have Parker Washington, and it's almost like Brian Thomas Jr., okay, he's like the third option at wide receiver. Defenses view him as the top option still because I thought it was very telling yesterday, just like in Denver, they put Surtain on Brian Thomas Jr. They put Sauce Gardner on Brian Thomas Jr. Whether they're afraid of the deep ball, the long shot, whatever it is, but like teams are respecting Brian Thomas Jr. still.
Yeah, because they're afraid of him going by him, I think. I think that's why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
And, look, he doesn't run crisp routes. They're rounded off. You can see that when he plays. And his hands aren't great. And look, something happened to him between last year and this year. He's just not the same player. Who's the number? This is the legitimate question. Who's the number one wide receiver on the team right now?
Parker's rolling right now.
I mean, are we going based off of stats or just like what I think?
The way they're playing.
I mean, I think Myers is still the number one guy. Like,
I agree.
I think if it's if it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, the first guy that Trevor's going to try to go to is Jacoby Myers. Like that to me makes you the one receiver. So I think Jacoby Myers is the one receiver.
3rd and 10 play. That's a tough catch.
Yeah.
Dive into the ground, and I mean he's the guy.
By the way, Parker Washington should have caught the shot in the middle of the field. It was a little high, but he's got to catch that.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Like Parker Washington's getting flipped and flopped all over the field yesterday. Getting up every time.
He's just a if you look, he's just a good football player.
Mm-hmm.
You want that guy on your team.
Yeah. And
I mean, by the way, he's coming up on his end of his rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't letting that guy go out the door.
How about that? What's it going to cost?
I was talking with somebody in the league the other day about Pierce on the Colts because he's a free agent.
He got
and they were
shut out
thinking
yesterday.
18 to 20 per year.
Whew. Wow.
18. Well, that's kind of the going rate. What did Myers get?
He got 20, I think, right? 20
Yeah.
year around there.
Yeah, Pierce has had every bit as good a year as Myers had.
Yeah.
So, and could you imagine Pierce in Buffalo where he could run? They don't have anybody who can run in Buffalo. So,
yeah.
Look, Parker Washington's probably not going to get that. But he's going to get a nice contract.
Well, and so Pete, let me ask you this, and this is obviously thinking in the future now. We don't talk about it right now, but might as well run the conversation. If you do pay Parker Washington, you're going to pay him with the intentions of that's your starter going forward. So then does Travis Hunter just kind of work in? Do we talking Brian Thomas Jr. Something happens? Like, what is that room going to look
just
like?
In my guessing, I would think they're going to try and play Travis Hunter more as a featured corner and spot him in. And then as far as Brian Thomas, see what he does down the stretch. I mean, here's the thing about Brian Thomas. You don't like getting rid of talent like that because somebody might take it and make it. The pilot light goes on and all of a sudden he becomes a star.
Yeah.
So you're careful of that. But this is go time now for him. I actually thought yesterday was going to be a day, and it looked like they were trying to get him the football too. I thought it was going to be a day for him. And think about that. If he hits the shot down the sideline and it's a touchdown, we're sitting here saying, "Oh, Brian Thomas had his day," right? Mm-hmm. One play, Brian Thomas had his day. So I think this game coming up and the playoffs are big for Brian Thomas because you can't keep them all. You can't. And so they're gonna have some tough decisions to make.
And it was wild too because he had that, he had the bobble, and then the very next play, then it was kind of the old school way of seeing the Jaguars this year, where he drops the ball, you can say, and then the next play, Trevor Lawrence goes to Tim Patrick, and it was an errant throw that should have been picked off, but the guy jumped way too soon, and those go hand in hand, right? Like that's what we're talking about the first couple weeks of this season. Like I thought we were kind of.
But
past
here's
that
the
point.
other part of that, though, Austin, and I remember this. You're right. And then I sat there and I go, oh, this is when Trevor Lawrence in the past has gone bad.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't. You know what he did? He threw a rifle shot into the middle of the field to, was it Parker Washington?
That was
for
the
about
third down
20
play,
yards
right?
or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the difference between Trevor Lawrence now and Trevor Lawrence from 7-8 weeks ago. Right there. That little sequence sums it all. He had a drop. Could have sulked, made a terrible decision that should have been intercepted, then came back and stood there and hit the shot into the middle of the field. That's the difference right there. 3 plays.
And by the way, he is standing in there in the face of pressure, too. I mean, he got smoked a couple times.
Yep.
And when
He's playing the best football of his – there it is right there.
Beautiful throw.
That play right there is the difference between Trevor Lawrence now and Trevor Lawrence 9 weeks ago, right there. One little sequence. I mean, that's timing, ball out, boom, on them. I mean, you can't teach that any better. And so that's the biggest difference right there. Because I thought when he almost threw the interception after the drop, I'm thinking, okay, is this one of those moments? But nope, sat there, boom, perfect throw, on time. Parker Washington makes the play. Biggest difference right there.
I literally sat in front of my TV and go, oh, here we go now. Like I was, it's almost like I have I almost have like PTSD of like what it was earlier. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've seen this before.
Right.
But no, he changed his
He just had the look, a drop.
Yeah.
An awful throw. Now what's next on 3rd and long? And then what you saw on 3rd and long was that.
Yeah.
That's the difference. One 3-play sequence sums up the whole difference in Trevor Lawrence from 8 weeks ago to now.
Love that. Love that. Running game, Etienne 17 for 76, 4.5 per carry, and they ended up with 121 as a team, which not bad. Pretty good day.
Still not great.
Yeah.
But they also didn't run it that much, though.
No, I mean, they ran it 29 times. 8 of those were Lawrence.
And how many of those were called pass plays, too? So
right.
you got to look at it from that standpoint. What did they throw it, 40 times?
They threw it 37 times.
So 37, and just to say
4 of them were
3 of those, 3 or 4 of those. So you're talking about 41 pass plays and how many runs?
It would have been 20. If you take 4 away, it's 25 runs.
And by the way, I'm not one. You know me. I'm not one to start sitting there. Oh, balance. You got to be balanced. Just go play football. If you think, look what they did against the Jets when the Jets took away the run. You go play whatever they give you. You go. If they went to Denver, and I know they didn't run the ball well in Denver, but if they had gone to Denver and said we're going to line up and run the ball, they would have gotten beaten up. They would have. Instead, they dictated tempo. So I'm okay with the way he calls the game. I don't get caught up in that. But what you do need to do is late in the game when you got to run it, you better be able to run it.
Yeah. Well, and they also went to DJ Dallas, too.
They did.
Which was, I wonder if that was more of like Cohen wasn't happy because there was that one play, and I don't know what it was. It was a miscommunication. They tried to run
that was ETN on the he went the wrong way.
Okay, so then that makes a lot of sense because then ETN comes out and then DJ Dallas goes in, and I was wondering like if somebody messed up that play where, all right, let's bring in Dallas, because Dallas just got there essentially too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you saw that play, Austin, I think all the action's going that way, and Trevor's ready to hand it to him to go that way, and he went the other way.
Because you watch Brian Thomas Jr. that play, Brian Thomas Jr.'s blocked. Like, no one's going out for a route.
No, it's a run, and he went the wrong way.
Gotcha.
And then Dallas showed a little burst there. 17-yarder.
Yeah.
Right through the middle.
Monheim made a good block on that play. He got out there on that and did a really nice job. Look, again, you need to run it when you have to run it. You don't need to run it just for this whole idea in this league nowadays is you got to run it because they're not you control the ball no, you need to run it when you have to run it. Until then, if you go play the Texans, and I'm going to use the Chargers as an example, I'm going to use the Bills as an example when they played the Texans. They went in there and they ran the ball and didn't get yards on 1st and 2nd down. And what do you do when you don't do that? All you do is you allow those pass rushers to pin their ears back and come after you and knock the snot out of you. Whereas if you get them on their heels by throw it on early downs, then you mix in a run, then you come back, you throw it, you get them out, then all of a sudden that, Austin, as a defensive lineman, it's different. When they're dictating to you instead of you dictating to them, it's different.
Well, and listen, and the whole reason of running the ball is you want to control the clock. And this is why I was such a big proponent of it, for the first couple games of the season, because I didn't think this offense had the wherewithal to compete with the high-scoring offenses in the NFL, right? Like, I didn't know they could put up 30-something points every single game and be okay. And if you look at how the playoffs are going to shake out, I mean, is there any team in the AFC that the Jaguars can't go toe-to-toe with on offense? That you can't go toe-to-toe and put up a 30-point slobber knocker, if you will? Like, I don't think that's the case. I think you can go with anybody. I think you can go with the Patriots. I think the Bills. Obviously, the Houston Texans don't scare you on offense really that much, but yeah, I think they can keep up with anybody now.
I do too. Yeah. I mean, and the way he calls plays, which is aggressive, is not a bad thing. Just run it when you need to run it.
Run it to keep the defense honest. That's the biggest thing.
Keep the defense honest, and when you're trying to kill clock, if it's late in the game and you get the 4-minute offense, you got to be able to run the ball. Pound.
Jet sweep.
By the way,
not jet sweep.
You love the jet sweep. Come on, Pete. They love it.
Yeah, that worked well in that situation.
I'm gonna laugh, man. We're talking about like an AFC Championship game, and like they look like to be like a jet sweep, and they're gonna have some other play design off that, and it's gonna be a pass or something like that.
They've been building it up all year
to win the AFC Championship.
Did you see the who ran the jet sweep for a touchdown the other day? Was it the Vikings on Christmas Day? They ran a jet sweep to Addison for about 70 yards of the touchdown. It's a staple of all those offenses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's true. Our Mr. Chubby's food option for our production staff tonight, pretzel bites with cheese.
Yum.
They're good.
Yeah, a little cheese is good. Little mustard cheese.
Love that.
You had those.
I had the cheese. And then they had the steak quesadillas tonight. And then the Chubby-style wings, which are fantastic. Fantastic, Pete. We got to get you back up here.
Did you get into those, Austin, or still on cutting weight?
Oh, no, I mean, hey, I had a training session tonight, so I may take a little doggy bag for me for a little post-workout meal, a little post-protein, if you will.
There you go.
Yeah.
The wings aren't bad for you, right? A little protein.
Yeah, it's chicken. It's
chicken.
good.
Come on.
Chicken's good, right?
Yeah.
Fry it, bake it, grill it, whatever, man. It's good. It's chicken.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I like that.
Do we know how Ross
when
Matzik
JP dips it all into sauces and stuff, that ain't good for you.
That's what I mean. Who cares, Pete?
That's what I say.
What are you worried about?
You just got to show up in here, man.
You could go tomorrow afternoon. You might as well enjoy the wings.
Exactly. Right? Oh, I didn't have the sauce, and then I get hit by the bus.
Right. So put the damn sauce on the wing. I'm with you.
Right.
Sauce it up, man. Do you know how Ross Matzik did it with his? Did he have like a wing competition?
It wasn't a wing eating contest. It was a heat contest.
Okay.
Did he make it though?
He handled it. He said he handled it. I talked to him the next day, and he was like, "Yeah, it was warm, but it wasn't the hottest day. Like, he handled all of them, I think."
Did he have a diaper on the next day?
I don't want to know. That's not my business.
That's a Pro Bowler you're talking about there, Pete. A little respect, please.
Watch your mouth.
After you eat some of those hot wings, them things go right through you, man.
We're back in
Have
a
you
moment.
ever had, and you know it too, you eating hot wings when your bald head gets all sweaty? Because mine does.
It does. Like, I'm not a great spice eater, because and I will, my head will like
little perspiration.
Sweat.
I mean, I'll be sitting there eating like hot sauce or something. And I'm going,
can you put like antiperspirant? You put like deodorant on that or not?
No.
No? Okay, well, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not trying to have like a towel on my head the whole time when I'm eating hot wings.
Me either. You wear a hat or something.
Okay.
But you know what, though?
I got a little wings.
Yours does too, Austin. It's just you don't feel it like we do.
I got you. Yeah. There's a lot soaking it up, you know.
Yeah.
Mopping it all up.
So you walk around with soaked up sweat in your hair, and it just comes out.
We're more aerodynamic, Pete. That's what it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Back in a moment, and we will keep it real. Dig a little more into these NFL playoff scenarios and how the Jaguars can make it to Santa Clara. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, lock it.
I didn't lock it. I'm not locking it. We're back in a moment. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings.
Mr. Chubby's Wings is a whole lot more than just wings. Craving the ultimate game day experience? Look no further. Swing by Mr. Chubby's and indulge in the biggest and best wings in town, all while soaking up the lively atmosphere with fellow sports fans. With plenty of game day specials and locations on the West Side, Fleming Island, Ponte Vedra Beach, and new this season, Everbank Stadium, they're here for all your game day needs. Mr. Chubby's Wings is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game.
It's game on, Jaguars fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. See your local Ford dealer today.
I'm Foye Oluwakim from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Driving distracted or under the influence is dangerous for you, and it's dangerous for everyone on the road around you. Ride with Do Not Disturb. That call, text, or social media message can wait. Choose your music before you turn the ignition. Anytime your eyes are not on the road ahead, you're distracted, so pay attention. Remember, drive high equals DUI. Plan ahead. Have a designated driver or get a ride home. Keep a clear head to see clear ahead, and let's get everyone home safely.
My best friend Riley loved going to the beach. She was a great swimmer. Then one day, during a swim meet, she collapsed. She had cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma. She spent months getting care at UF Health. The doctors did so much, even put her in a clinical trial. I wish we could go to the beach right now. But she's working.
Out of the water.
She's on lifeguard duty. Maybe we'll head out when her shift is done.
UF Health. Human progress has no finish line.
When it's your money, your business, or your home, you deserve a partner who sees and hears you. A partner who is by your side every step of the way. That's Ameris Bank. It's a commitment we're proud to make, and one we back up by providing financial solutions to empower you. Because at the end of the day, we are dedicated advocates for you. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Jaguars fans, are you ready to beat the heat? All season long, head to Mr. Chubby's Wings in Ponte Vedra Beach, Fleming Island, and the West Side to cheer on your Jags. And here's the game-changing play. Order the Beat the Heat Special, which includes 12 of the best wings in town, and score a free milkshake or ice-cold milk in the Jaguars Souvenir Cup. Thanks to our friends at Florida Dairy Farmers. Fuel up, cool down, and celebrate your Jaguars with Mr. Chubby's Wings and Florida Dairy Farmers, the ultimate game day team.
We haven't really talked a ton about goals, about the division, playoffs, conference, Super Bowl. Like, we have not had any of those conversations as a team. Not really on purpose. More so just because you're really trying to focus on getting better. Because there's so much to coach off of every week for us. And even through a lot of wins, we're able to coach off a lot of stuff. And keeping the mindset pretty singular on 1-0 each week. That's just been the mindset and mentality that these guys have had, and I've appreciated that, and we fed off of each other that way.
Head Coach Liam Cohen after the game in Indianapolis yesterday, and welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour, presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings, J.P. Shadrick, Austin Lane, from the Hyundai Studios, the Miller Electric Center in Jacksonville. Pete Prisco is down in South Florida with us, CBS Sports senior writer. Time now for Keeping It Real. Still unsponsored.
No. Can't believe that. They're missing out on the postseason run.
I mean, they're 12-4. They're
Think
in
about
first place.
Whoever jumped in now could get the postseason run and then carry it over to next year when it's a hot ticket.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Someone had an opportunity to make some Christmas magic, and nobody wanted to take the bait.
Lock in your rate now.
What he said right there, I do not believe one bit.
What?
That the players and the team and everybody else doesn't know what's there.
I thought you were talking about Austin.
Yeah,
I'm like, he didn't say anything.
No, Austin, do you believe that? I don't believe it.
Oh, no, let's establish one thing right now. Everyone knows what's at stake. Everyone knows where they're sitting.
I think his point was like,
and everybody's looking around, where might I play? Where would we want to play? Who do we want to play? That's just human nature.
But what's understood doesn't need to be spoken about.
Yeah, I think he's not showing it in the team meeting, probably.
Well, he's probably not, but you guarantee the players are going, well, if we do this, we'll be here, we'll play here. Who do you want to play with? That's human nature.
Yeah, there's dialogue, but they're not like popping champagne like you do in Major League Baseball when you win a division. Oh, we're winning a division. Let's pop,
you get shirts and hats, though.
It's a good point.
Yeah, next week you get shirts and hats.
You don't get rings, do you? You don't wait for winning a division.
There's a flag that flies at the stadium, too, now.
Oh, nice.
For each one of them.
Do you get to hang a banner like the Colts do sometimes or not?
You can. Sure, you can.
AFC South.
If we had a roof, which we will, there might be a banner in a few years. Give us some time.
Yeah, look, I think human nature says you look ahead and take, again, the whole one play at a time, one game at a time. I get it. And it's the most important game of the day, of the year ever, all time, as the certain vice president of the team says, which isn't true.
It's executive vice president to you. Executive vice president to you, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
let him know.
Just remember.
No, he's still the big slug, if you ask me. Come on.
Love that. Hey, all right.
Sports coats.
Sports coats, yeah. Austin, I don't know if you. So he was notorious for his reads, his commercial reads.
Okay.
And having to do them like 27 times.
Are you talking about for this show?
For any show. He did a bunch of Westwood One stuff.
Okay,
gotcha. And then the one commercial he did was for some company that made sports coats.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were sport coats, and he said sports coats.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
This is the most important sports coat that I wear, something like that. Like
Correct.
it's the most important.
Now forget about sports coats. I wear hoodies all the time.
Oh, Lululemon. It's
amazing.
This is the biggest hoodie of the year, or the most important hoodie I'm wearing all year. I like it.
By the way,
you know what I'm saying?
I talked to a bunch of people who were laughing their butts off about the hug and how you timed it out at 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
My bad, man. I'm just having fun with it.
God help them this week if they win that South. God,
listen, man.
Crush somebody.
Like, listen. Hopefully, once again, fans got to come out for it. You got to support your team, but. I hope, I want to see Liam Cohen, jumping the stands and fist pumping everybody. If you win the South, you got a home game? Come on.
Probably see, remember Baselli.
Yeah, they should embrace it and celebrate it and bask in it if they win. And by the way, the fans, go out and enjoy it.
Yeah,
really, seriously. Yeah. Go out and enjoy it. It doesn't happen all the time. Mm-hmm. Believe me. I've been around that city, covered that team for a long time. It doesn't happen.
It would be only the 5th one in franchise history in 31 seasons of Jaguars football. 2 in the Central, 2 in the South.
And the 13 wins will be the second most in franchise history.
Well, this really should have been keeping it real. We'll get to some of the playoff stuff coming up. But so while we're on this topic, where does this rank in terms of regular season Jaguar teams all time? Whew. 99 was the team, right?
99 would have been favored by 14 over them.
Okay.
Yeah. But, okay, so in terms of just talent, are we talking about – well, I mean, because here's what I think about it. I feel like the 99 team, was there a lot of hype? Because, keep in mind, I was – in middle school. I mean, to age you guys or anything, but I was in middle school.
I was a senior in high school.
Okay, there we go. Welcome. But
I was covering that team.
Pete was in the locker room.
Pete was in his 40th year in the NFL.
But
I was covering that team.
Was there a lot of hype around that team? Because,
yes,
I think we're
going into the season, there was.
And this is the point where I think we're all kind of on 9 wins, and we would have been surprised with 9 wins this Jaguars team this year.
Yes.
And now look at them. So.
Yeah, that team had been. The 96 team was more like this team, unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
And that it was a young team like this team and had been building something, which is why I don't know if you guys saw the clip they sent out of me yesterday saying people have no idea, but this is nothing what this team is going to be like, by the way, in the next 2 or 3 years. And that's why it reminds me, 96 young team, got hot, went to the championship game, probably should have went to the Super Bowl, and then built off of that. 97, they were good. 98, they were good. But 99 was it.
Yeah.
And they were 14-2. They lost 3 games all year, all to the Titans, every one of them at home, after they led in the championship game. So, 2 of them at home. 1 they led in the championship game. So this is still being built to that. That's why that team, if you look at it, they had the number 1 defense in the league that year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you go look at the offense, and they were dynamic and explosive on offense. And so, yeah, that team was 14 points. If I had to make a line, it would be 14.
Is this team better than the 2017 team? Defense
That's
was
the
good.
board.
I mean,
the Bortles team.
Bortles with the
the defense isn't as good. The offense is probably better.
Yeah, because I think the offense is more predicated on just Leonard Fournette and then playing complementary football with the play action. I think with this offense, I mean, you can put up 30 points easily, with what you have.
Yeah,
so,
I think this offense is better.
Yep.
That defense was better.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other team was, what's the other one that won it? That was
2022.
Which one was that?
The 05 team was really good, but they did not win the division.
No. That was the Garrard team, right?
They were
when
good.
They went to is that the one that went to Pittsburgh?
07 was the year they went to Pittsburgh. They had 9 wins that year.
Yeah. But if you rank the teams, the 99 team, in fact, what was the 98 team's record?
I'll look it up.
Because I think they lost their playoff game they beat the Jets, I think, or lost one of those teams lost it, if I remember.
98 Jaguars were 11-5, and they beat the Patriots. They lost the division round in New York against the Jets.
To the Jets, yeah. Mm-hmm. That team was probably better too. But this is a good year because there are no dominant teams in this league.
All right, let's get to the keeping it real part of this, Austin, real quick. Who scares you? And let's start with the AFC. Who is the 1 or 2 teams that you are concerned about?
I'm concerned about the Bills with Josh Allen And I'm concerned about the New England Patriots just because I think the Jaguars have the ability to run in the football or pass the football. I think the Patriots do as well, and they may be able to do it just a little better right now than the Jaguars. So it goes Bills, Patriots.
Bills, Patriots for me too. Number one, Bills. You don't want to play that guy. You just don't. You don't want to play. He's capable of going just crazy and go nuts. And let's not forget, they can run the ball with Cook too.
Yeah. Would you have gone for 2 last night at the end, Pete?
Hell no.
Thought about you when that happened. Of course you would go to overtime.
Yeah.
Why did they do it?
Well, because the Eagles hadn't scored in the second half. They hadn't. Do you realize the Eagles hadn't completed a pass in the second half? Not one.
Amazing.
But it's the second time this season that they haven't completed a pass in the second half, and it's the first time that's happened since the merger.
Listen, I get hindsight being 2020 and everything, but if I could tell you guys that, hey, this 2-point conversion comes down to Josh Allen being pretty untouched, hitting a wide open guy in the end zone. Do you trust that? I would trust that because he
but you can't
underthrew. Like, it was a horrible throw.
It's going to happen. I'm just saying situationally, I wouldn't have gone for it.
Okay,
but that's why it didn't happen and they lost.
But if he's a competent quarterback, he makes that throw, they win the game.
He's also here's why I think they.
It was a bad throw.
Bad throw.
It was a bad throw. Yeah. But he's hurt. He got hurt his foot in that game.
See?
But here's the other reason. That might be the reason they did go for 2. He got banged up. They missed the extra point. Badgley missed the extra point. He got blocked. It was low. He got blocked. So maybe, look, I can see reasons for it. I just think the Eagles hadn't done anything. Nothing.
Yeah.
So why not play on and make them show you can do something? They had think about that. Not a completed pass in the second half.
Shout out to Brandon Cooks as well, who's on my first team. I forgot about him because I forgot he was even in the league still.
Well, he just got there about 5 weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying. He had a pretty dang good day.
Yeah, he did.
How about the NFC? Who are the teams there? Seattle is the 1 seed currently. Chicago 2, Philly 3, Carolina nope. San Fran
I think it's the
5,
Eagles and the Rams.
And the Rams are the 6th seed.
But you know what? I go through every team, and I said this to somebody the other day. Every single team has flaw. Okay, let's go to the 49ers. Defense, flawed. Major flaws. They can score, though. Seattle, they don't run the ball. They run the ball a lot. They don't run it that well. And do you trust Sam Darnold? Okay, they got that. The Rams secondary, since they lost Quentin Lake, has given up a bunch of big plays on the back end. Do you trust them? No, but they can score. The Eagles, their offense, we saw it on Sunday against the Bills. They're terrible on offense, but they're great on defense. We keep going. In the NFC, Packers, their run defense is bad. The Bears, their defense can't rush the passer at all. They don't run. People stand back there and pick them apart.
They take the ball away,
every team has flaws. Let's go to the AFC.
But the Bears take the ball away, Pete.
They do.
Yeah, they do, but they get picked apart. I mean, they can't. You got to be able to rush the pass. You got to knock that guy down. Sack, fumble, game over. Go to the AFC. Bills, we know their defense has flaws. New England, they're young. They have never experienced this. You've got a quarterback playing his first playoffs, and the offensive line isn't great. Go to the Ravens, they don't stop anybody anymore. Go to the Steelers, they're loaded with flaws. Run defense at times, they don't run it that well.
Houston can't run the ball.
Texans, their offense. The Chargers can't block anybody. And so which team doesn't – I said this the other day. Which team doesn't have the major flaws? The Jaguars. They don't have a dominant unit like some of those teams, but they also don't have one that's a floor unit either. They're not bad at anything, and they're not great at anything. And so, to me, this year, that might be the formula to go win it.
Pete, what are you more confident in? Because talking about the AFC, because I think we're both on the same page that we both kind of fear Josh Allen a little bit. But what's more the for sure thing this year? Taking the past, what Josh Allen's done. Like, are you more worried about the Houston Texans defense is legit, or Josh Allen with his ability to beat you? Like,
I'd be more worried about Josh Allen.
Okay, that's more the sure thing.
Jacksonville knows the Texans, and can have success against them. I think they know what it takes to beat them. And I think Liam Cohn's such a good play caller that I think that they can neutralize that defense. And so I'm not that worried about. Plus, the Texans' offensive line and C.J. Stroud's not playing very well either.
No.
And so I worry about the quarterback. The one quarterback in the whole AFC that's been there and done it. He hadn't won it all, but he's been there and done it. Is Allen. Nix hasn't been there. Lawrence has had one game
Aaron
or two
Rodgers
games.
has been there, Pete.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. You might have heard of him.
He starts to make the playoffs first.
And that's right. The two teams in that Lamar and Rodgers, if they get in, they're the two. But I mean, do you really worry? Are you worried about the Steelers? Seriously?
No.
You'd worry
I'm
more
not.
about the Ravens because of Jackson and Henry than you would about the Steelers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you have it. Keeping it real, still available for the playoffs. Get it now.
Start the New Year's off in
Not
style.
everybody at once.
Right.
Start the New Year's off in style.
Start the New Year's off the right way.
See? It can help boost your business in 2026.
Have a New Year's resolution. Make more money. Sounds good, right?
More eyeballs.
More eyeballs on
More
you.
eyeballs.
Impressions, eyeballs. We're all about that here. PRI Productions, the Southeast full-service event company, has everything you need to bring your next idea to life. Visit PRIProductions.com and learn more. We'll return with fan questions a little later. I'll look around the National Football League at all the games this past weekend and the final Monday Night Football game of the regular season coming up tonight. It is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings.
Mr. Chubby's Wings is a whole lot more than just wings. Craving the ultimate game day experience? Look no further. Swing by Mr. Chubby's and indulge in the biggest and best wings in town, all while soaking up the lively atmosphere with fellow sports fans. With plenty of game day specials and locations on the West Side, Fleming Island, Ponte Vedra Beach, and new this season, Everbank Stadium, they're here for all your game day needs. Mr. Chubby's Wings is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit DreamFindersHomes.com and move into your dream home today.
Game day means it's time to get loud, get proud, and get real. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Deep Eddy Vodka brings real flavor made with real ingredients to every tailgate, watch party, and post-game toast. Handcrafted in small batches in Austin, Texas, Deep Eddy Vodka is distilled 10 times and is made with purified Texas water, real fruit juice, and pure cane sugar. Wherever you're cheering on the Jaguars, make every moment a real one with Deep Eddy Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Please stay drink responsibly. Deep Eddy Vodka is a product of Deep Eddy Distilling Company, Austin, Texas. 35 to 40% alcohol by volume, distilled from corn.
It's here that a tiny newborn has the heart surgery needed to save her life. It's here that a first grader learns to speak clearly and confidently. It's here that a 12-year-old athlete builds the strength to run full speed again. It's here at Wolfson Children's Hospital that answers are found, courage is shown, and odds are beaten every day. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
The Jaguars bring performance, strength, and passion to every play. And you'll find the same when you bank with Everbank. Open an Everbank Performance Savings account and score serious savings. See what you could earn at everbank.com/Jaguars. Everbank, advantage you. Member FDIC and the official bank of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville builders score big with DL Cabinetry. As the official cabinet supplier of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they offer top quality kitchen and bathroom cabinetry for any project. Enjoy fast turnaround, complimentary design, and great prices. Visit dlcabinetry.com today to learn more and to become a dealer. Limited spots available. DL Cabinetry, the winning choice for builders.
Yeah, a ton of frustration. Not now, I guess, because you win, and that's what you have to enjoy the wins because that's you put in all this work to win games, and it's not always pretty. And I think it can be looked at as a positive. Is last few weeks we've been in control of a lot of these games and haven't necessarily had to just go win it at the end. And today we had to do that. It's a tight game. We had to make some plays. Defense had to have some huge stops, and they did it. So I think it's all good for your team to learn and grow, and obviously more fun to learn and grow from wins.
Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars quarterback, after the win yesterday in Indianapolis. 7 straight victories for the Jaguars. And welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings. J.P. Shadrick with Austin Lane in Jacksonville. Pete Prisco down in South Florida. One more note on our AFC playoff picture conversation. It has been confirmed that the L.A. Chargers will not play Justin Herbert in Sunday's finale against the Broncos. Harbaugh said that today. Trey Lance will start. DJ Uiagalelei will be the backup, and Harbaugh even said some other starters could also be held out of Sunday's game.
I told you.
So here we go.
I didn't think he'd play him. By the way, if you're the Patriots, are you angry about that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be a little ticked off about it, obviously. Yeah. Why would you not be?
Yeah, because you would have had a chance to get the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Broncos aren't losing to Trey Lance and the Chargers.
Probably
Any
not.
given Sunday, Pete. Any given Sunday.
I mean, he did look decent in the preseason.
Like one game at a time.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the silver lining.
Most important game in Chargers history this week.
Obviously, it isn't because they're not starting their quarterback.
Right.
So that means that they're going to end up being the 7 seed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When they lose the game, yeah.
So they would play.
New England in Foxborough.
Yeah. And that means that Jacksonville will play. If they win, they'll play the Texans.
Mm-hmm. In Jacksonville.
Unless, wait, who is it right now? It would not be the Texans. It would be the Bills.
Yeah, right now it would be the Texans. Well, let me just double check this again. Yeah. Right now it would be the Texans. Because the Texans are 5 seed, Jags are 3 seed.
But let's just say the Texans win this week.
It would be the Chargers. It'd be the Chargers right now.
Right, but let's just say the Texans win this week, the Chargers lose, and the Bills win.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be the Bills.
The Bills would be the 5 seed at that point. If they're the only one of those 3 that wins.
No. I'm saying the Texans win too. If the Texans and Bills win, the Texans play
would
the
be
Colts.
ahead of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Bills would come to Jacksonville.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So if you're the Bills, you'd much rather be – you'd rather go play – no offense to the Jaguars, you'd rather go play Jacksonville than New England. So I think the Bills are going to try and play them this week. And by the way, even if Josh Allen's dinged up and they play Mitch Trubisky, do you think the Jets are beating that version of the Bills?
I don't think the Jets are beating much on anybody right now.
Jets are headed to Cancun.
No, the Jets have packed up their bags and gone to Bermuda and Jamaica and all them other ports.
That's right. Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. Just wanted to add that note about the Chargers. And time now for our fan questions. We put the cat signal on X. Pretty interesting when the Jags run a 7-game win streak. What we get back here
Not a lot to complain about.
Here are some of the questions. Let's start off with that Bortles Nation. Is that Blake? Blake, is that you? I wonder. Was it a good thing that Sunday was a close game and not another blowout?
Yeah, I don't buy it carrying that over stuff.
Why not?
You got to win. That's the only thing that mattered. Because each game is individual game. I don't think playing a close game. If that's the case, then don't play the season because the Broncos will play close games every single week.
Until the Jaguars went over there and beat the hell out of them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, I think if you want to find the silver lining in that, though, it's that it wasn't a pretty win. So there's some things to clean up on. And I'm all for being, going into week 18 with some things to clean up on because the last thing you want to do is just, you're fueling yourselves. Everything's firing on all cylinders. And then you go into the playoff game, the first round. It's like, oh, well, we weren't ready for this. So I think it keeps you a little honest, keeps you a little humble. I'm not mad at it.
But if they play like they did against the Colts in the playoffs, they'll be one and done.
Sure, yeah.
That much is true.
Mm-hmm.
Next question, at Adam Eisworth. Are the Jaguars running the ball well enough to make a deep run, or does it matter in today's NFL?
Got to run when you need to run. That's all that matters.
Cold weather or trying to control the clock. And when I say cold weather, I mean like crappy weather, like snow and stuff, which, I don't know.
But if it's snowy and not windy, the advantage goes to the passers.
That's a good point. Yeah, I watched Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
If it's windy, then the advantage goes to you got to run the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough. At Paulino Choi, who are we picking with the 64th pick of next year's draft?
Big people on the defensive line. How about that?
Yeah. That's all we got. I don't know.
Maybe a year we'd be talking about draft order this time of year. Yes.
I would take a big power defensive tackle and a speedy edge rusher. That's what I would take with my first
We're not
two picks.
talking about the draft, Pete. We're not
talking about specifics. We're talking about what would you take.
Oh my gosh. It's outlawed. I mean, the Jags are in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not even going to entertain the question.
You know what? You don't take it one game. You're always looking to the next year, JP. You're always looking to the next year.
The next draft is the most important draft in Jaguars history.
Is this going to be the most important draft in Jaguars history? You got me, man. You got me. Nicely done.
Got him.
Same page.
Got him. Next question. At Jags fan 5858 from the front office down to the players. What makes this Jaguars team different than the 2022 team?
Coaching.
Yeah,
Number one.
Yeah, had a bunch of comebacks at the end of the season.
To me, I mean, and this could be a little bit of a long-winded answer here, but to me, and it might be one of the only teams I know in the NFL right now or in the past that their primary message is feeding off emotion. It's feeding off of people talking smack and then highlighting it. And the reason why I know that is because I think it comes down to Trayvon Walker a couple weeks ago when he said, if you're not with us, then get the bleep off whatever the bandwagon. Liam Cohen has said that because this is what happens. The coach says the message and the players echo the message. And I'm not going to lie. When I first kind of got word of, okay, this is going to be a team that's going to be pointing at the articles and the headlines and all that stuff, I was skeptical because I'm like, sometimes emotion can kind of backfire, right? This is the NFL. You shouldn't rely on being the up and down and everything like that. But then I reflect on my own career, and the most important moment in my football career that was the trajectory to get me to the NFL was my sophomore year going into my junior year at Murray State University. And my defensive line coach named Johnny Jernigan, who's like a father figure to me, after my sophomore year, he sits me down. We have the player evaluations, and he draws on a card of things that we did good, things that we did wrong. I've started 2 seasons already at Murray State. You know, I started as a freshman, started as a sophomore. You can't tell me anything. I'm thinking I'm the man on campus. He writes down on the card and says, not even close to achieving expectations, 3rd-ranked defensive end on the defensive line. And he wrote that, and I'm not gonna lie, I was almost in tears. I was so upset because this is like my father figure. He's telling me I essentially suck now. This is the NIL. See ya. I'm going to Wisconsin, right? But at this time, there's no NIL, so I'm stuck at Murray State. So I took that card. I immediately took it. First of all, I said, "You don't bleep know what you're talking." It was a kind of a verbal fight, right? So I basically said, "I'm going to bleeping show you." I take the card. I get it laminated. Never laminated anything in my entire life, and I put it in my locker. And it stayed there for my junior and senior year. And lo and behold, my junior year, I have 12 sacks. My senior year, I have 10 sacks. And it wasn't necessarily about trying to win a conference championship, going to the NFL. It was literally all about trying to prove my defensive line coach wrong and saying, you should have never graded me where you did. Right? So that's an example of a guy seeing potential before I saw it in myself. That's emotion. That's what Liam Cohen's bringing to the table. And I think it's working brilliantly. Now, it's not for every coach. And it's not for every team. But I think when you talk about a small market team that's always kind of, it's always kind of looked down upon, right? It's always kind of the forgotten story. I think it works well in Jacksonville. So that to me is the biggest difference, is that this team feeds off emotion. And while I was skeptical in the beginning, I'm all for it now.
Interesting. Love that. Next question. At Big Will 904. Do you think Parker Washington is now wide receiver 1, or is this a fluid situation? Kind of touched on this earlier. What do you think, Austin?
I mean, I think there's 1A, 1B, 1C, honestly. And I think depending on who you're playing against depends on who's going to get the rock. You know, it's not like, for instance, you look at the Eagles, right? Well, A.J. Brown's the one receiver. If he doesn't get the ball, you're going to hear about it. It's not the case here in Jacksonville, right? Maybe Jacoby Myers didn't get the ball as much as he wanted. Is he going to make a big deal about it? Is he going to be on the sidelines reading a book saying, give me the ball more? I don't think so. So I think that the Jaguars are one of those teams where it's 1A, 1B, and 1C. And you know what? As a defensive coordinator, that's got to be hell to plan for.
It's worse.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't focus it on just one guy, because if you do, as they have,
I got disconnected. I had the greatest line ever.
I thought Pete was crying about my story or something.
Sixth grade football team next week. Jeez, that story never ended, Austin.
It was like really heartfelt, deep, and like emotional. And Pete's here trashing it.
Yeah, it's all good, man. And
where's the card? Where's the card now? That's what I want to know.
The card is at my mom's place. Still laminated.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's a great story. It just took about a half hour to get there.
Yeah, set it up, man. Slow burn, Pete. Slow burn.
You took a long road around the corner, came back, and then you finally got to the end of it.
Of course, man. Hey, it's not about it's not about the destination. It's the journey to get there, man.
There you go.
Follow me.
Yeah, social questions are in. Appreciate all the entries and responses today.
I thought Pete had to pat his eyes down a little bit, man. He got a little emotional on me.
No, I got cut off. I was going to make a joke, and it cut me off. I must have known it was coming.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, good thing. It was the best 2 minutes of the show.
It took so long that I got cut off. I had to come back in again and get back, and you're still telling the story.
Yeah, wrapping it up. Hey, we're back in a moment. We'll look around the National Football League in Week 17. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings.
Mr. Chubby's Wings is a whole lot more than just wings. Craving the ultimate game day experience? Look no further. Swing by Mr. Chubby's and indulge in the biggest and best wings in town, all while soaking up the lively atmosphere with fellow sports fans. With plenty of game day specials and locations on the West Side, Fleming Island, Ponte Vedra Beach, and new this season, Everbank Stadium, they're here for all your game day needs. Mr. Chubby's Wings is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game. Before you break ground on any project, make sure to call 811 before you dig. Sunshine 811 is a free service to have underground utility lines marked before digging. For projects of all sizes, creating a game plan can save you time and money. Skipping the call could mean accidentally hitting underground utility lines, which can lead to injuries, expensive repairs, fines, and even service outages in your neighborhood. Let's keep everyone safe. Dial or click ahead. Find out more at peoplesgas.com/811. NFL fans, when it's time to get Jaguars tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Jaguars.
What's here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's here is the only Level 1 pediatric trauma center in our region. What's here is Wolfson Children's Hospital, with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
Game day means it's time to get loud, get proud, and get real. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Deep Eddy Vodka brings real flavor made with real ingredients to every tailgate, watch party, and post-game toast. Handcrafted in small batches in Austin, Texas, Deep Eddy Vodka is distilled 10 times and is made with purified Texas water, real fruit juice, and pure cane sugar. Wherever you're cheering on the Jaguars, make every moment a real one with Deep Eddy Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Please stay drink responsibly. Deep Eddy Vodka is a product of Deep Eddy Distilling Company, Austin, Texas. 35-40% alcohol by volume, distilled from corn.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. GEHA was started by postal employees in 1937, and today they offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. GEHA is trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Jags have stacked the line of scrimmage. It's an all-out blitz. Rivers lets it flow. It's picked off. The ball is intercepted. The Jags pick it off. That's Dorian Jones stepped in front and ran it back to the 20-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts.
Frank Frangie with the call, the interception call, the game presented by Coil Fence. Since 1927, they've been around the block and fenced it too. Welcome back. It's Jaguars Happy Hour, JP Shadrick, Pete Prisco, Austin Lane, and our second hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings. For 12 years, Dreamfinders has been proud to call themselves the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for all the available inventory, and go Jags. Let's go around the National Football League. 3 games on Christmas Day. The first one was a horrible matchup. Cowboys-Commanders. Both teams are out of it. Who cares? Vikings beat the Lions and knocked them out of postseason contention. And then Christmas night in Kansas City, the Broncos struggled against the third-string quarterback for the Chiefs. Well, they couldn't really move the ball, but the Broncos struggled. That's more the story. They won the football game 20-13 at Arrowhead, and it could have been Kelsey's last home game with Kansas City. The walk-off kind of felt like that, Pete.
Yeah, it does. And look, when's Mahomes coming back? Will he be back to start the season? And, Andy Reid said today he's coming back, so that might influence him maybe to come back. But I'm with you. I think that felt like the last game for him.
The worst take I ever had about Travis Kelce when I was his teammate his rookie year, the first scrimmage that we had, he catches a touchdown, punts it in the stands, and I turned to my teammate DeVito, and I go, this guy will never make it in the NFL. He's going to be a 1 year, 2 year guy, because he has the worst attitude of all time. Well, I was wrong, because it's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. So, my bad, Travis.
I'll never forget one of the early games. It wasn't when you were gone, I think.
Okay.
The Jags played in Kansas City, and there was a penalty flag against Kelsey. But then Kelsey pulled his towel out and threw it at the referee like a penalty flag and got ejected from the game.
That dude's a character.
That was it. And then he got good after that, certainly. Let's see. Texans over the Chargers, 20-16. As we said, the Chargers going to sit the quarterback at least this week, and the Texans.
Well, he got beat up last week, and he's got a broken hand anyway, so he might as well sit him.
Yeah, and the Texans have won 8 straight games now, ever since the Jaguars.
Since Davis Mills came back from 19 down in the fourth quarter, they had him. They had him dead.
It turned both teams' seasons, by the way. That game.
It did.
That game. Ravens over the Packers, 41-24. Derrick Henry. Hey, imagine that. If you hand Derrick Henry the football, Austin, he can score.
They didn't give him the ball against New England with the lead. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
By the way, I have inside sources. Packer fans want to see more of Malik Willis now because he's a dual-threat quarterback, and they're starting to question who Jordan Love is.
By the way.
Hey, I know, man. Hey, Packers fans are emotional right now.
They're idiots.
Wow. Seahawks beat the Panthers 27-10. The Bengals over the Cardinals. Who cares? The Browns over the Steelers. Yeah, that's pretty big. Let's see. Is he going to get to a sack record, by the way? What do you think?
He'll get one.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, and he made a great point of they were so worried about shutting him down that their offense.
That's it. I like the mind game. Yeah, they were more worried about stopping him from getting a sack than winning a game that'll put him in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I like it.
Dolphins beat the Bucks 20-17, so that sets up the NFC South this Saturday.
Who will be calling that game for Westwood One?
I will be calling that game for Westwood One with Mike Mayock. Yes.
There you go. JP Shadrick.
The hot potato standing. Somebody going to want the game or not?
There we go. It's 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. He'll look. It's Baker Mayfield. A fire over the middle. He's got his man.
You don't have to bring him in for the call just in case, How
about
dude gets hurt?
That's amazing, Pete.
Is this like your audition tape right here or something or what? Do we need to save this? All right. Someone's got to clip that.
Oh, man. I've never been impersonated before. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, he did. I hear JP do games. Yeah, very good at it.
Pete, we should start calling it like a high school games or something, man. Start working our way up.
Should. See, man, one of these days, Pete, you'll make it in this business.
Prisco and Lane.
Yeah, because I haven't made it in the business. I need work.
Exactly.
JP, you do a good job on calling games.
Thanks,
I want to give you a
buddy.
compliment.
I appreciate that, Pete. Other games, Patriots over the Jets. 42.
You're not Ryan Radke or anything, but you're good at it.
Who is? Who is? Not many people are, by the way.
You're very good at it.
I just got my Sirius XM free trial, too, coming to my truck, so I'm excited to listen to you, man.
Come on.
I'm going to check you out.
Sirius XM Channel 88, NFL
there we go.
Radio.
Is it part of the free trial? Really?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Saints over the Titans, 34-26. We're going to hurry.
Tyler Shuck can chuck it.
Giants beat the Raiders. Who cares? Eagles beat the Bills.
Well, you know who cares? They're fans of the Giants because might have cost themselves the number 1 overall pick.
And the Niners beat the Bears in a wild game last night, 42-38. Monday Night Football is the final Monday Night Football regular season game in 2025. The LA Rams 11-4, third place in the NFC West, number 6 seed in the NFC playoffs. Head to Atlanta to face the 6-9 Falcons. Who do you like at Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
I like the Rams. I think they want to win. They will win.
Yeah.
And they're coming off a loss, but it's they get rest between that loss. Remember, it happened on a Thursday night, so I like the Rams.
I think we see the first ever quadruple team on Puka Nacua. It's not enough. He's going to have another 200-yard day.
The guy gets open no matter who covers him.
Makes 0 sense, man. I don't know.
And remember, the time he didn't play was against the Jags, and they threw the 10 other guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, everybody else got open that day.
Right. Yeah. Including every tight end on the roster.
Chasing tight ends all over the field.
That's right. Absolutely. All right, that'll do it. Happy New Year, guys. Enjoy
Happy
2025.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Enjoy Sunday when they clinch and go to the playoffs.
Pete Prisco, Austin Lane. I'm JP Shatter. Thanks to our entire crew, Joe Fortunato, Brent Reamer. Thanks to you for watching and listening. Jaguars Happy Hour.